So this is usually how I meal prep for the week. Um, I'll grab my books, recipe books, my list of recipes I wanted to try that week, and my little notebook to put my menu in, a pen and a marker. And I'll sit down and I'll look through my websites. So I'll go on YouTube, I'll look at the YouTube videos I've watched previously, and I'll also go on my own channel. So we'll scroll through, and I'll go to Studio Vegan. Can't really see it on my phone, so I'm going to give you guys a nice little close-up from my desktop. So I'll go on my YouTube channel and I'll scroll through. I'll go down to my playlist that is quick and easy vegan meals, because I like quick and easy meals, and most of these I've probably made a few times. I'll go over to the playlist and I'll just go to the recipes and I'll go through them, pick ones I haven't had in a while, pick ones that I loved, and I'll just make them. I'll add that to my meal prep list, and I'll just make them. And then I'll go over to my website, and I'll go to my blog, and I'll check out the recipes I posted and what I already have. Like if I made it in the last couple days, I'll just add it to the whole week's meal prep or for the next couple weeks. So I'll go over to blog, I'll go down and I'll just check out what I've made. So I posted something for Super Bowl a while ago. Hadn't made that in a while. My jam, made this kiwi jam for sure, and I made some apple jam. So just getting a glimpse of ideas. I'll also go over to my free blog on WordPress where I post a lot, where I used to post a lot of my recipes, and I'll just type in stuff like breakfast, chickpeas, stuff that I know I have a lot of and I need to use. And just check out the blog posts as I post it there. Again, the link to all of these will be in the description bar below, the website, the YouTube channel, and everything else. So yeah, then I make a menu. So I usually will put menu for that month. So menu May menu, whatever. And then I'll write a list of everything I wanted to try. So there is some spiced apple jam I wanted to make, some ravioli, there's butter squash ravioli, and a few other things. And then I'll just make a list, checklist, and I'll get into it. And then I lay out all the ingredients I'll need, making sure I have everything together. So mise en place, everything in its place, making sure everything is together. That's crucial when you're making this much food. And then I put my menu next to my counter. I lay everything out. So I start by cleaning all of my vegetables. This is super important for me. I clean all the fruits and vegetables I'll be using, or I'll be using later on to add to what I already have. I'll put a drizzle of Dr. Bronner's soap. I put a little bit too much, but you know, it'll get rinsed out. I'll thoroughly rinse off my vegetables and fruits, making sure that all of that Dr. Bronner is out. Rinsing them with cold water. I do not use hot water because it will cook your food. You do not want to cook them. You want to clean them. But the apples, you'll soak those in a little hot water to get the wax off. But all in all, you just make sure they're thoroughly washed and soaked. And then I'm just going to let them towel dry, lay out all my measuring cups, my bowls, my spoons, everything I'm going to need. I'm going to chop everything I need for that day. Everything. So I'm going to chop all the vegetables. I'm going to measure out all of my milks. I did make a bread this day. I measured out everything to T. I also sift together some flax seeds and all that good stuff to make my breads and my pastas for that day. I temped milk to make sure it was at the right temperature so it didn't kill the yeast and stuff I was putting it in. I weighed out some vegan butter, measured stuff. I also, made the dough using my dough mixer. I used this thing a lot that day. I made so much pasta and bread. Get the neon. Look at how smooth that ball is. So smooth. So smooth. And this was the bread. That's what the bread came out looking like. This is the results after it was cooked. And this is me cutting it. Super yummy. This is the apple jam. And this is the apple jam on the bread I made with the kiwi jam I made. This is the leftover from veggies, the veggie stock I'm going to make into it. This is actually the prep for the kale pesto I made. This is the kale pesto after it was done. So beautiful, so green. I added the kale pesto to the homemade pasta and then made ravioli out of that. I also did get butternut squash, and I made a butternut squash filling. I added that to pasta I made and made a butternut squash pasta. I also did this mushroom Asian style stir fry and stuffed that inside of some dough to make some vegan dumplings. I made some split flour bow tie pasta. I made some lasagna, which was super good. This lasagna is so good. Then I did some extra meal prep for later on. I prepped my pancake biscuit and waffle mix. I prepped my chickpea scramble, stir fry, and then I used those to make this and my chickpea scramble. Yeah, and that's the prep for the week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any comments or questions, leave it down below.